Okay, now, this is a continuation of the previous file. I had to stop and eat lunch. Oh, pardon me, please. Excuse me. I don't like making videos that much. But I do it. It's like I don't like them, but I don't like to do it sometimes. But I love exposing what I'm exposing. You better believe I do. And the reason why that is because, I'm a grown woman. And when this was happening towards me, my wife and I didn't even know it was happening. I was a college student, and then it actually started happening on college campus. Hang on a second. This goes to show what today's date is, February 26th, Thursday, 2012, and the time is right now 10, it appears to be about 10:20 in the morning. And as you can see, it is morning time. And the reason why I have to show you exactly what today's date is because of the simple fact that, there's a good reason for it. I'm just not going to go there right now because that's a whole different subject matter when it comes to another video. But the reason why is I'm actually looking at it right now. But anyways, getting back on point. This is the continuation of the previous videos that are in the YouTube comments feature of the first YouTube video. They're all connected together because the story is the subject matter and the theme of the story is the same, organized stalking and gang stalking, but the details and particulars need to be expressed and understood for what they are so people can see the whole picture in reference to the expeditions and how they operate, and who's connected and who's involved. Now, again, I just got done eating, so excuse me that I'm smoking. Hang on a second. Most smokers know that when you get done eating, you gotta have a cigarette. Anyways, now what I was describing in previous videos are very descriptive in reference to how they operate and what they do to targets. Now I want to make this video right here. It's going to be two separate flashpoints. One of them is in reference to the San Diego Police Department. Fellow American citizens and fellow San Diegans. It's almost mind-boggling, the audacity that the San Diego police have. I gotta tell you something right now. If these people weren't extreme criminals, I call them, personally, under my breath, I call them snakes. Because these people, let me tell you something right now. When you got people that are involved in human trafficking and sexual servitude rings, they're snakes. They're flat-out criminals to the extreme. And, let me tell you something. Listen to this. You're never going to believe this in a million years. The eviction in reference to them literally stealing my campsite stuff was predicted the day before on a video. Literally on a video that I uploaded. See, because I was noticing all the continued and upscaled. In other words, from the 15th up into the 17th, they were pulling stuff back to back. Back to back to back to back to back. And I've noticed in the past that when they start getting really anxious, they'll pick up their expeditions more. Okay, or then when they start getting afraid, or both, they'll pick up their expeditions more. And now I had heard on multiple occasions at that campsite electronic harassment, and I even have it on digital recorder. Not the one I got out right now, but on a digital tape recorder. Now, the day before, on the 19th, I made a video file. Okay, and it was uploaded on President's Day. Oh, wait a minute. No, it was actually made the morning of President's Day, before I left. I made a video, and I said, I'm hearing through electronic harassment that these people are going to steal my stuff from this campsite. I literally heard it, walked away, got on a bus, and went to SDSU after I went to Fashion Valley. I uploaded a bunch of stuff. Then a bunch of stuff happened at Hazard Center on my way home. Then from Hazard Center, I took the 928 to Walmart, went to Walmart and got a bunch of stuff, and then left Walmart and I got the receipt to show it. Well, I was walking towards my campsite, and all my stuff was gone. Flat out gone. And if it hadn't been for some backup stuff that I had hidden close by, I wouldn't even have had a tent to sleep in that night. It was literally flat out gone. And here's the thing. There's proof that it's gone. Undisputable proof, and it was undisputable proof that they came and stole it. How? Because when I realized what had happened, hang on. Now in the video file that I made, hang on. That morning, that's on YouTube already. It was posted on the 20th. It literally shows me taking a picture of the campsite, the camp area. Okay, who was close by, the actual tent that was erected. I even got the receipt to show what tent was erected because I had just got them buying that particular tent. See, I had multiple tents, and I was using a couple as tarps. I also had regular tarps as well. The tarp I was using as a tent was located in the back of the tent, so you couldn't see it on the video picture. You could only see the tarps I was using. 2 blue ones that were bread tied together, a brown one that was on the top, and the actual tent. The actual tent that there was a picture of was a brand new one because Walmart finally got a tent that was a little bit bigger than the one I was usually staying in, like the one I'm staying in right now. Now understand this and be clear. That morning, I made a video picture that my stuff was going to be stolen. Alright, you with me so far? And I literally said that I'm hearing it through electronic harassment. Does she really expect to keep her stuff? Or does she really expect to keep staying here? It was one of those statements. And then, so I made that statement in the video. I then went to SDSU that day and uploaded it. And literally uploaded it. But I kept it private because I didn't want onlookers who watch my videos to know where I was staying at. Because you never can tell who might be online looking at videos. So to make a long story short, I came home that night and all my stuff was gone. So then I put up a tent that I had hidden, in the area, and so I could sleep in. I slept in 40-degree weather with no blankets, no nothing. Just a coat that I put on my legs, and another coat that I had bought in 3 days or 4 days before at Ralph's, and I had no sleeping bags, no clothes or nothing. They stole almost $400 worth of property, and most of it was almost brand new, literally, because there was clothes inside the tent, batteries, 5 flashlights, and I'm not talking about cheap flashlights, multiple batteries, clothes up the wazooks they stole, 3 sleeping bags, and 4 tents were stolen altogether, because I had a tent inside that I was using because part of the surface that I was laying on was uneven, so I used an old tent that wasn't that old. It was about a month old, and I used it and I folded it up so I could put it on the surface on the ground that was uneven. So in case I rolled over in the middle of the night, I could roll over on more even ground. So that tent was inside the tent. Then there was the erected tent I was sleeping in. Then there was a tent on the back of the tent. So that's 3 tents, 3 tarps that were taken, huge amount of clothes, including some brand new ones, including underwear, socks, jeans, shirts, and I'm talking about things that were brand new. All of it stolen. Now, so then I finally got to sleep that night. Woke up the next morning, and as a result of it, in fact, that night I bought a new digital recorder because of what happened at Hazard Center on my way home that night. Literally ate up the rest of the amount of time that I had on my digital tape recorder. So when I went to Walmart before approaching the campsite, when I discovered everything was gone, I bought a new digital tape recorder, which is this one. My regular ones that I usually buy weren't on the shelf. Go to YouTube and type in Gang Stalking and Sylvie L. Marillis, or Gang Stalking in San Diego, and you'll find Sylvie L. Marillis' webpage. She talks about how Walmart employees were taking things off the shelf that she intentionally went there to buy, and they were off the shelf by the time they got there. Now, I'm going to get back to that in another audio file, and you'll be able to see the literal truth of how they can do that, and how they know what she's going to go buy if you stay with my videos, because I'm not the only one that's staying in that. I have literally witnessed over 50 YouTube videos and multiple blogs about other targets saying the same thing. When they go to the store to buy a specific thing, and they get to the store, that particular item is off the shelf. That is usually always on the shelf. Hang on. And trust me, if you'll stay with my videos, you'll see the truth of it. Once you see the truth of it, it will literally be black and white. Now stay with me, because this is the explanation of how I can literally prove what was made in the video and uploaded on the 20th is the pure truth in reference to it being orchestrated, which proves what I heard through electronic harassment was brought about deliberately, and the fact that the electronic harassment was happening towards me at that location in order for me to hear it. Think about it. You hear through electronic harassment, does she really expect to keep her stuff, or does she, I think it was, does she really expect her stuff to be here when she gets home or something like that? So I made a video file, just in case they stole it. Went to SDSU, uploaded it to the internet, kept it private because I didn't want people to know where I was staying at. And then I get home that night and all my stuff was gone. So then the next morning I woke up. and I made statements in this new digital tape recorder about what might occur as a result of me going to the FBI to complaining that I'm a target of human trafficking, that I believe that San Diego police are directly involved in it. And there's already YouTube videos explaining that and more to come. And I said that, so right now what I'm doing is I'm basically spending today at this campsite to prepare things just in case they try and steal things that are left here, that I still got here, okay? And then I said that tomorrow morning I'm going to go to the FBI building, which is 150 feet down from where I was staying, and I'm going to report that I'm a target of human trafficking and that I know that the San Diego police are directly involved in it. And I made statements in this digital tape recorder to that effect, and a video file I made, okay? Also, so understand this, I said, so if the San Diego police approach me and take me from this campsite today, using anybody as a buffer to do it, it will be the direct concerted effort of this gang-stalking expedition. I made the video file, and then I made statements to the same effect in this digital tape recorder, and an hour and a half later they came to my campsite and evicted me. Yeah, hang on. Now get this, when they came to my campsite, that was recorded as well. And they brought the people up who supposedly were responsible for stealing my stuff the day before. And they flat out admit doing it. Okay? Now, what's the likelihood of that happening? Me making a video in the morning, okay, in the morning of the 20th, and it's already proven that it was uploaded on the 20th just by looking at the YouTube video, the date the video was made. The morning of the 20th. I didn't get home and discover that the campsite and stuff was gone until the night of the 20th at 10 o'clock. Yeah. Then they come the very next day and admit to taking it. Yeah. On the 21st. What does that show you? It shows you absolute proof that what I heard through the electronic harassment was a factual reality. Because who can state something in a video, okay, the morning of the 20th, that I just heard that my stuff is going to be stolen, I leave, so then I make a video of it, and I state what I just heard, I go about my day, and when I go about my day, I upload that video that I made, stating that I heard it, showing what my campsite looked like, where it was at, and what I heard, and how I had been electronically harassed there through on every single day I was there, that remote neural monitoring was being used on me. I showed up a video picture of my campsite, my stuff, where I had my stuff hidden at, and everything. Then I go to I leave that campsite and go to SDSU and upload the video. I make it private, but I uploaded it, which I slated the date. Then I come home that night and it's stolen. It's gone. Then the next day I make a video about how they might come to my campsite to evict me today because I'm going to the FBI tomorrow, which would have been the 22nd. They come an hour and a half later with the same exact people they used to steal my stuff the very next day, the 21st. Do you see what I'm saying? A video was made on the 20th stating that I heard through electronic harassment they were going to come and steal my stuff. They stole it on the night of the 20th, then came on the 21st and literally told me it was stolen the day before after I left, which proved the authenticity of the statements that I made before I left the campsite on the 20th. Do you see what I'm saying? What's the likelihood of that happening? My name is Leslie Williams. Today's date is February 26, 2012. I'm in San Diego, California. Everything that I made on the video before the San Diego police approached me on the 21st was made on a video and a digital audio file an hour and a half before they appeared, and I got that video and them appearing on the scene an hour and a half in a pouch right now, saved, because I'm afraid to put them in a video camera because of the capabilities of what is literally described in the remote neural monitoring file that you can find on Google. It states that they can literally infiltrate video devices and alter the video or compromise the internal functions of a video. So I'm afraid to try and upload it to YouTube. So that video will come when I feel that it's safe in order to be able to do it. Today's date is February 26, 2012. Leslie Williams, San Diego, California. I'm a target of gang stalking, organized stalking, and the San Diego police are directly involved in it.